Hey guys, my name is Dante, and today I will be showing you how to take apart the Xbox 360 controller. We're going to take a little bit of a look inside and just get a feel for it. So before you do anything, you are going to need a Torx 8 screwdriver to take apart your controller. And if it would focus on it. Focus. Focus. There you go. You'll see that it's kind of different. It's just the type of screws that you need to take off, or like that. And so once you get this, then you are ready to take apart the controller. You'll have to remove the battery pack and take out the 7 screws that are, there's 2 right here, 2 there, and then there's 1 under your barcode. You can see that. Come on, focus, camera. Thank you. So, don't make sure you take out that one, or else you'll break your controller. I didn't know that before, and yeah. So, when you're ready to take apart the controller, you're going to want to grab the bottoms and pop those off first, and just, that comes out really easily. And then there are usually 2 rumble packs right here, but you can easily disconnect those if you want to save some power by just pulling out the little cord that goes right here. So these are the triggers. They are mechanical triggers, and they're pretty basic. Just make sure you don't take them apart or lose the springs, because that's a pain in the butt to get back on. So if you pull this out, then you got the 2 joysticks, and you just see the front of the board where the buttons go and the D-pad and stuff. Here are the LB and RB buttons, the reconnect button, and the inputs. So yeah, and then if you wanted to, there's this, and these are just gel pads so that they press down on there correctly. Here's the D-pad, and you can't really take that out unless you have a different type of screwdriver. And power button comes out if you needed to replace it, and so do all the other buttons. And this pops out along with the RB and LB buttons, joysticks, and I think that's it, and the triggers. So I'm not going to mess with this. So if you look at the board, we have some, hold on, focus, let's focus. We have button pad things, I forget their name, and then we have some LEDs right here for player 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have some resistors over here, and yeah, that's basically it. So if you want to take off this, you can take off the joysticks, and then you get 2 little mounts for them, and those are just for controlling, and you can kind of see how it all works. And if your controller is ever broken and you think it's a problem with the joysticks, then you can go and mess with these if you know what you're doing. And yeah, like if you're, those weird controllers at Walmart that always get stuck like that, you can fix that by popping this off and looking and messing around with these and the button. And I actually messed around with mine over here, 'cause this is where, like, if you down click, it pushes that button right there. And like when I'm playing competitive Call of Duty or Halo, and I'm like in pressure, I'll randomly push this down and open up something, but you can raise this up and lower this if needed to kind of stop that clicking when you're trying to do something important. And yeah, this is basically it. We got, oop, hold on. We got where the battery pack goes, and the little thing for chargeable batteries, and we got the processing board, and yeah, this is really nice. It's PMC board. Yeah, it's really nice. So you can take off the triggers. I would recommend not if you aren't gonna mess with these kind of things, or if I don't know, it's just weird because you have to. So you have to pop out that little clip right there, push that down, and then you can pull this up. Come on. Okay. Well, you can do that, or you could need to do that actually. And once you get that up, then you can pull it out that way. You don't want to do it the other way, or else it'll snap these. You gotta make sure that it fits to those correctly. And then there's a little spring in there. So I sometimes have problems with springs, and so I can go and get replacement ones for these, or find them in places like Pens or something if I'm really that desperate. But yeah, and then if you're gonna put it back on, you just pop the spring back in, line that up with that little T before anything, and then pop that on, and then aim it like so that it just pops back into place. Make sure both of those get on. Come on, I'm having troubles with this. I do this 1,000 times. Okay, and then it pops back in. And you're gonna use something to lift that up, and then it just kind of snaps back into place from that. If you really wanted to, you could even take off these, but there's one part that's soldered, so I'm not gonna do that. And yeah, it's a really nice, well-built controller. I've taken apart the PlayStation 3 controller in the past, and that is a hassle to get back together. If you like my first time, we lost the bumpers, and it took probably an hour to get them back in. So yeah, that's just a really all-around basic look at the Xbox 360 controller. If you wanted to, you could go and clean the outsides where the triggers right there, around the corners, because I know people don't like that. I don't like it. I clean it daily. And yeah. See you next time.